Prices are down again? Was I wrong, or are they actually up? And maybe an even more important question, should you even care? So the real estate numbers are out again for February. So now we're comparing February 2023 to February 2022. It's been fascinating to watch what people are saying and not telling you about the numbers. It's very interesting because, listen, they're trying to sell newspapers, they're trying to get clicks, and they're missing a key, a very important key part of all this information. So sales are down 47%, but actually up 54% from January. New listings are down almost 41%, but up 9% from January. Sellers are coming back. And prices are down almost 18% from February to February, but they're actually up from January. So the curve has turned. And here's the surprising thing that everyone seems to have missed. Prices in February were up. And depending on the type of property, for example, detached houses in the 416 were up significantly, over 15%. And even condos are up, 2.4%, both in the 416 and the 905. So if we look at this graph, it's interesting because peak to peak, what you see is, prices are down, but now what you see is the trend on all property types is reversing, more particularly houses in the core, but they're starting to come back up. Maybe this is a short supply thing, and that's what we're seeing in the marketplace is, there are buyers out there, supply is limited, sellers aren't coming back en masse. Maybe they will soon, but we're still seeing lots of bidding wars. So houses in the core have heated up, the pricing's heated up, supply is limited, buyers are back, they have confidence. They can't afford as much because of interest rates are high. But the confidence is back, and we're starting to see bidding wars again. And with condos, they're up less. It'll be interesting to see what happens this year with condos because, as you can see from that graph, they didn't really go down that much, if at all, from the peak in February, because they are more affordable. And that gap has really closed. We always watch that gap between houses and condos. That really closed, and now you're going to see it open up again. And there is more supply of condos coming online this year, but we're not making any more houses in the core. Should you care about a real estate market update? It may be surprising to hear me say this, but no, not really, because real estate market updates aren't specific enough to help you in the types of properties that you want to buy or sell, and they're backward looking, right? It's all past data. It's not what's happening in the marketplace right now. But understanding what you want to do with real estate, that is helpful because once we know that information, now we can help. We know the specific types of properties you want to buy or sell, and we know the locations, we know the market, we can help. Then we can determine a plan of action. And over the past few months, we've helped a bunch of people sell their condo and upsize to a bigger space and house for their families. Some of those we helped create rental income to do that. We've helped people who, wanted to maybe time the market a little better on their sale, do luxury rentals so they could cover the costs, and then we can sell their property when they want to. We read the market. We knew when it shifted, and we listed properties right away because we knew, hey, we could get a bidding war on that property, and we sold that property quickly. That's an example of, hyper-specific location type of property being in tune with what's happening in the market today. That's what really matters. Really, the important thing for you to know is the realtor that you're working with actually knows what's happening in the market that you want to buy or sell in. I love numbers. I love real estate, and I'm a realtor, so I'm passionate about this. I find it really interesting. But, the real point of making these market update videos is so you know that we know what we're talking about. So let's start the conversation. Let's talk about what you want to do, and then together we'll create a plan to get there. I hope you found that hugely helpful. If you have any questions, if you want to talk about real estate, if you want to talk about your specific property, what's happening, shoot us an email, info@thinkto.ca. Talk soon.